The Dog Brothers are more than a fight club. They are a brotherhood of warriors who compare themselves to a tribe. And this gathering of the pack acts as an initiation into the tribe. Anyone can fight at a gathering, but how a fighter behaves at one of these events determines if he will be accepted into the brotherhood. Dogs are expected to fight with honor, and for those who do, this is a deep bonding experience they don't find in their ordinary lives.
There are not many moments in your life where you really feel 100% alive. But when you fight, you feel alive.
You get no trophy, no shiny little medal to hang around your neck. What you do get is this friendship. I mean, as silly as it sounds, there's no better way to make a friend than hitting them in the face.
Psychologist Dr. Michael Addis believes that events like the gathering are a symptom of the society we live in, where violent interactions between men is considered normal.
We're raised in a violent and aggressive culture in which these sorts of practices are all around us. Video games, sports, the ultimate fighting championships. And they provide contexts in which men can come together. What we don't have as often are contexts where young boys and men can interact and communicate and establish a sort of intimacy that isn't based on competition and dominance.
But what sets the Dog Brothers apart from other physical contests and male bonding pursuits is that the gatherings are not competitions between fighters. According to Denny, each match is a personal battle.
It's really about testing yourself, preparing yourself, and strengthening yourself in your warrior spirit.
That was some very technical stuff going on in there, both of you.
And in that sense, it doesn't really matter who won or lost. If you expressed yourself well, then you have progressed.
This progression takes a fighter through 3 distinct levels that indicate their standing within the Dog Brothers tribe.
First level is one becomes a member of the tribe, a dog. You know, the guy's name's John. If once accepted into the tribe, he is Dog John. And then when someone is starting to really realize their potential, they become a candidate Dog Brother.
I'm a candidate Dog Brother right now. My name is Candidate Dog Pound. And it's all kind of stupid and silly, and it's a lot like a bunch of junior high school kids in a fort giving each other stupid names and secret handshakes. But for reasons that I really have a hard time articulating, it is important to me, and it's something I'm very proud of to have been ranked as I have been.
After a candidate has fought in at least 3 gatherings, the Council of Elders decides whether or not to make the candidate a full Dog Brother with his own dog name.
That's not only physical, but there also needs to be a sense of resonance with his qualities as a man, as a human being. We need to like hanging out with him. A guy can be a great fighter, but if we think he's a butt, then, well, not interested.
Out of the hundreds of fighters who have fought at gatherings, only 30 have been recognized as full Dog Brothers.
The Marines are the few and the proud. Dog Brothers are even fewer.
At the top of the pack are the elder dogs, Mark, Arlen, and Eric. These 3 men don't fight at a gathering. They are here as a guiding force for the junior members of the tribe.
Fighters, listen up. I'd like to encourage you to try to fight as if you wanted to live through the fight.
Mark takes his role as tribe elder even further by training younger members like Dan Farley.
Okay, well that's perfect for Here, come out. Watch your right leg.
Going into his second gathering, Dan Farley is at the bottom of the pack. He likes the idea of belonging to a group where there are set social boundaries.
I think the pack mentality is really good for people. some people. I happen to fit in really well in a pack, you know. I'm okay with packing orders and all of that stuff, and you know, it's to me, it's just a comfortable place.
The decision to participate at a gathering wasn't an easy one for Dan. Throughout his life, he has always been afraid to fight.
When I was younger and I hung out with guys who were the bigger, tougher guys who had reputations, I wanted to be them, you know. And oftentimes I just wasn't. I was younger, smaller, skinnier, whatever, you know. And the older I got, it's kind of like, you know, I just developed on a different path. And so fear kind of dominated a certain part of me.
Back at the gathering, the moment of truth has come, and Dan steps onto the mat for his first fight of the day. He does not know his opponent and has no idea what to expect in this fight. Dan's fight ends in a compromised position, but his training with Denny has paid off, enabling him to hold his own against a more experienced fighter.
I think I was a little hyper with some of the stuff I wanted to use, so it kind of probably should have chilled out a little bit more, but some stuff worked, and other stuff was a little lighter, so it's good. Next one's going to be even better.
Cisco Taruk also trains with Denny. He is a significant step ahead of Dan within the pack. He has fought in 4 gatherings and has risen to the rank of candidate dog brother. Cisco has paired off with Gintz Klimanis, but his fight won't come up for almost an hour. He's trained hard for this fight, but right now, all he can do is watch Gintz take down one opponent after another. Coming up, Dan's fight goes horribly wrong. And Cisco finally faces off against Gintz.